Write down everything written in black. You do not need to write down what is in blue. Number 10, Part A. The graph shows the distance in miles, D, a car travels in T hours. So we see a graph. T is the time in hours, D is the distance in miles, which is on the y-axis, and we see a line that passes through 0, 0, and is increasing. Explain why the graph does or does not represent a proportional relationship between the variables D and T. Enter your explanation in the space provided. To show a proportional relationship, a graph must 1. Pass through the origin, 2. Make a straight line. Since both of these are true, the graph shows a proportional relationship between D and T. Now for Part B, two cars leave from the same city at the same time and drive in the same direction. The table shows the distance traveled by each car. So two cars travel. We have the hours of travel, 1 through 5, the miles traveled by the red car, miles traveled by the white car. First, determine whether the relationship between the number of hours traveled and the number of miles traveled is proportional for each car. So we're finding hours versus miles for the first car, trying to see if that's proportional, and then hours of travel and miles for the second car to see if that's proportional. Use the table to explain how you determined your answers. Describe how the graph of the distance traveled by each car would support your answer. So to determine whether the relationship is proportional, find the unit rate for each set of points. We'll have to show this for the red car and the white car separately. As seen on the graph above, the hours of travel is our independent variable x, and the miles traveled is the dependent variable y. To find unit rate, we always divide y by x. So we will be taking unit rate equals y divided by x, so the miles traveled over the hours of travel for each set of data points, for each of the cars. So for the red car, here are different unit rates below. So first we took our first data point, 177. We took 77 divided by 1 to get 77. 122 divided by 2 to get 61. 167 divided by 3 gives us 55.67. Our next data value, 212 divided by 4 gives us 53. And lastly, 257 divided by 5 equals 51.4. For the white car, when we divide each of our data points, we end up getting 55 each time. The red car did not have a consistent unit rate, but the white car did. Therefore, the number of hours and miles is not proportional for the red car, but it is for the white car. With the red car, you could have stopped after the second data point, seeing that you do not have the same unit rate for both, and you could see that that is not proportional from 2 data points. When graphing the time and distance for the red car, the points would not pass through the origin or make a straight line. However, when graphing the time and distance for the white car, it would pass through the origin and make a straight line. Because these are the criteria for a graph line showing a proportional relationship, it would prove the hours and time only for the white car would show a proportional relationship.